know we're in good hands today, and it looks like Grange will be the team to kick off this afternoon.
Yeah, they'll be the side to get things underway. In the 20. Haven't got a number 20, Finn, so might have to chase that up. As he'll get things underway, slips over as he kicks it. Alea takes it on the full. He'll turn around. Erty finds him. Good run early from Erty. The big front rower from the Gungahlin Bulls. Anderson finds Swager. Swager pushes one away, two away.
Strong start from Erindale, as we mentioned, as they come this right edge now.
Jonah Anderson finds Max Mercer. Mercer. He's got runners outside. Clutterbuck. Be hard to stop from there is Clutterbuck. And once again, off that first set, the Erindale College are first to score, and it's through their winger, Jack Clutterbuck, after some lovely work from the centre, Max Mercer.
Oh, what a beautiful line from Mercer. He shaped out wide and he cut back in on the right foot and hit the line perfectly. Great hands to hand off to Clutterbuck, who had plenty of work to do. He had to beat the fullback covering across, and he improves the position straight under the posts, and only a minute into the game, Erindale lead 4 points to 0.
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. Clutterbuck still did have some work to do, and he just did a little shimmy off that left foot and went bang, beep, beep, road runner. And they're in. Clutterbuck, first points, sets it up nicely under the post, as you mentioned, Finn. And Regan Carr should headbutt this over.
Yeah. Well, this was the exact same start they had in round one. They came down this right edge of the field. They actually put in a kick which was taken by Mercer, and they scored early down this right edge. So, you know, promising signs for Erindale early, but probably worrying signs for the Grange. Fresh out on the field, and straight away, 2 runs off the kickoff. We saw Erty take an impressive hit up, and then followed by Svager. Just got the team rolling along, and only third tackle, and they're straight over. Carr adds the extras. 6 points to 0 after only 2 minutes of play.
Yeah, as you mentioned, that's, wind the clock back. First set, some good ball movement. So the Grange, to get things underway, we're only 3 gone. This time he gets a clean sweep on it. Alea once again, he'll look around. He'll find Erty. Erty, a little bit of footwork. This time they wrap him up nicely. They held him down just long enough. Cacciotti will find Anderson. And there's a bit of a strip referee gauge. No, he's going to say loose carry from Jack Anderson. So the Grange, can they bounce back? After early points, a mistake off the kickoff.
Yeah, well, I'm happy with that decision there. You know, Anderson, he tried to sort of put up the bumper bar, and it was a good tackle around the ball. You've got to hang on to it a bit better than that. So the Grange will find themselves on the attack, and as you said, Sully, look to get some revenge here early.
Well, it'll be good on the back of points just to see what they have got in their artillery. As the ball's fed by Tenora straight out the back, long pass there. Couple of number changes in this side, Finn, so we'll have to chase them up. A lot of number changes by the looks of this. Uta McCulloch. Takapua goes into dummy half. He runs across field. He had runners with him. He just decided to take it himself. Casala into dummy half now. Tenora dummies underneath. They sweep out the back. And eventually, 3 Erindale players bring him down. To the middle of the field they go. Once another run. Casala looks like he'll be an important player for this side early. Has got his hands on the football. Played that. It's a good kick through, and Anderson cleans up his mistake by grabbing the ball after a kick there on the last.
Yeah, encouraging signs early, Sully. We saw Erindale as their first real test defensively, and it was on their goal line after an early mistake coming out of their half there from Jonah Anderson. So, as I said, encouraging signs, and they defended well and just diffused the kick well. But they'll go down this left edge, and they'll link up with, that's Alex Sweeney.
Yeah, Sweeney on the far wing. The layer, he threw one dummy, another, picked up Swager, but it's a good tackle down low from that man, Casala, and a mistake in the play of the ball from Swager. So a couple of mistakes from the Erindale side.
Yeah, it was a good tackle around the legs. Casala cut him right in half and just looked to get to his feet there and a little bobble in the play of the ball. Gage Miles, referee today, says you've got to play it a bit better than that. So 40 metres out from their line and the Grange will get another chance here to attack over halfway and maybe look to polish off the set of six a little bit better.
So the Grange feed the ball, 60 away from their try line. More than happy to move it, and some good work there, but he comes again, does Mercer with a little help from Clutterbuck. They clean things up nicely. Some good defence. They pick him up and drive him backwards. Still 60 out. Casala once again just charging forward. Gets over halfway. Good run there, Finn.
Yeah, no, he's been impressive early, getting through a lot of work defensively and with the ball. They hand off and that'll go to that man Prescott. He offloads it.
Looks like he's playing wide, Prescott. We said he had the 9 on his back, but he hasn't been doing a lot. It looks like the 6 has gone there. Takapua.
Early kick to Noah. Puts it into the corner.
Dangerous
Slip over from
bounce.
Gash.
Dangerous bounce. They fell over each other, the two Grange players, after Gash got an awful bounce. But we're still on the last tackle. They fire it out. Just a night. It was really a wasted kick. They really, I think they could have, if they had their chance again, they would have done that a lot better, wouldn't they? They just went to one man on an edge.
Well, they should probably went the open side. Tanoa, the halfback, just jumped on the short side, and you've got to look to go back to the open side there and probably better eyes up from the halfback to rotate around and put the kick through. But yeah, poor end of the set there, but we saw a nice early kick from Tanoa on fourth tackle. Gash came up with that error as they go to this left side again, and Sweeney finds himself in some open space. He's got support.
It's actually Clutterbuck. I've just realised they've switched sides. It was Alex Sweeney who scored that first try. No, this is where the edge. Sweeney's in the 5. So it's Alex Sweeney who scored the first points. That's Jack Clutterbuck on the far side of the field. So now I found those names out too, Finn, so we can work with them. Isaiah Javier in the 20 and Elise Berryman's in the 19 as the Grange, who've got a little bit of ball. So they just get over halfway on 2.
Fresh legs out on the field for the Grange. Delton Tipanua comes out on the field and he's playing on that left edge. He's a big boy. He's got the 10 on his back. So the trainer just tells him to move into the middle.
So a long pass there. And more than happy once again to shift it. Tapania, as you say, in the 10, gets his first touch. He makes his way on the field. Tukapua. We're in the 6 jumper. Tenora puts it high. Looked like it was allowed about. Alaya's done well. Just takes the tackle.
Yeah, I think the key for Erindale here, Sully, they just want to try and get to their kick. They're happy to move it wide, as we said pre-game, and we saw in that opening set, they've got some speed and aggression out wide. Probably just need to look to play up the middle and get to their kick here. So just giving the Grange a little bit too much balls. That's a good run.
From McSpadden, gets it to halfway. Cacciotti looks up. Finds Jack Anderson, who in turn finds Swager. He had runners outside. Swager, there he keeps it alive as he's about to hit the ground. Jack Anderson sees half a gap, sees a bigger gap, and goes through it and scores under the post. So it was a lovely offload there from Jaden Swager, just as he was about to hit the ground. He found Jack Anderson. Jack Anderson got through one and then went, see you later.
Well, he had plenty to do. Once again, a great offload from Zvega and just staying alive around the ball. Said they just need to look to go up the middle, and that's what they did, a damaging run. And great offload, great hands, and beat a couple. And we had KC Tanua, the number 7 for the Grange, chasing, but just couldn't get there in time. And they'll score their second try this afternoon in another easy spot for Regan Carr. This will be 12-0 early, Sully.
Yeah, it will be. And the Grange have had a little bit of footy, but just the finesse, just finishing things off has been their Achilles heel so far. After that early try from Sweeney, now Anderson joins the podium of try scorers. As you mentioned, Carr. They still go through their ritual wherever it is. And so 11 gone. Erindale College 12. Leading the Grange College yet to score, but they've looked dangerous at times.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they haven't been a problem with throwing the ball around, as we've seen. You know, they've looked to get it out wide and haven't been afraid to throw it early in the tackle count, but probably just the 5th tackle option, Sully, I think. Been a little bit of pressure on last tackle. We've seen Tanoa's really been the only threat with the ball on last tackle, and you saw a couple of just, you know, pretty average kicks. Just need to probably help his halfback out a little bit there. Maybe the 5'8", Alizé Tukapoa can look to get a dummy half and spark something early in the tackle count to set him up, but that's probably been the one thing that's let them down.
Be Berryman. Once again, gets us underway. This time he kicks to the left side of the field. There's Anderson. Jonah Anderson takes it. Martin goes back to the middle of the field and has lost it. So another mistake off the kickoff. This Erindale side. This is where the Grange have really got to pounce on them and make them suffer for their mistakes.
Yeah, that was unfortunate there from Martin. It was a good run. He just got tripped up a little bit there and landed on the face of the ball. It jolted loose, but hit the nail on the head, Sully. They do need to look to move the ball around here, and I think just looking to apply a bit of pressure on last tackle will be the key this set.
Well, that's right. That was a mistake which led to that try. That was a dumb play on the last. As it gets it to Berryman. Berryman moves it on. Pushes out of the way. For now. Still going for now. Throwing a few out of his way. The number 8. Kaysala. Waiting for it. He didn't get it that time. Will he get it this time? Here he is now. He rolls it forward. Taking him on for the middle. That's where they're more than happy to go. Gabriel gets it. Just puts his head down. Really burnt a tackle there. They look right, look left. They go right. Berryman. So some nice ball skills. Fires it out to his winger, but no problems there as he went straight. Tried to go over the top of Clutterbuck. Just once again, just a selfish play on the last.
Yeah, poor finish there. Once again, the halves not looking to take over. They had a lot of one out, just crash plays from the forwards there as they give away another penalty. And that'll piggyback Erindale up the field. But just a poor finish to the set there, as we've seen once again.
So now Gash. Try and find some extra metres. He does indeed. It's a nice kick. Gets a little bit of interest on the penalty. And they'll tap 60 away. Alea gives it to Auntie. Tackled easily that time. To Penia. Cacciotti looks up, scoots out a dummy half, makes 10. Bounced off 1, bounced off 2, and he gets a quick play the ball as Gash goes to dummy half. Jonah Anderson, he'll find Martin. He's got Sweeney. Sweeney does well, comes back in field as he was crunched. But Savula did well. Good tackle coming across in cover, but too long.
Let down there. Utah McCulloch, just second effort there. It wasn't needed. It was, as we said, it was a great tackle from that man, Hosea Fasavulu. But let down there by his teammate. And Erindale have a fresh set of 6 now.
No, don't waste any time as it ends up with Ante in the middle of the field. And he tries to roll over the top of 1. Cacciotti looks up. He goes to the left. He finds Alea. Alea's got a short pass there for McSpadden, and McSpadden will go in untouched.
Another great effort from the halves there, playing short. He shaped out the back, was Ethan Alea, and he just played short, and that was just a great line there. Another try under the sticks. Yeah, just far too easy.
Yeah, Ben McSpadden did really, really well there. He just held his line beautifully, and Alea had the opportunity to just float across field and sort of pick up a runner, but it was a lovely line run. The key to that was the quick play the ball.
Yeah, it was a great run from Auntie. Ran over the top of Tipa now and got the quick play the ball that they needed, and straight from there, Alea just did the rest of the work. 16 points to nil.
16 gone.
Yeah.
Kick to come. He's had a nice day so far with the boot. He hasn't had to worry too much. No. I'm not saying he's going to say he's hit him off the boot that well. The last one went high. No problems as the flags are in the air.
The ball boys have to go and fetch. But 18-0 after only just over 15 minutes gone. But it doesn't seem that way, Sully. You know, the Grange have had their fair share of ball, but just have not been able to execute.
Well, it's their last tackle.
Apply any pressure.
I think their coaching staff will just be disappointed with their last kick options. In saying that, Erindale have been happy to roll through the middle when they've got ball in hand, because they've made plenty of mistakes, Erindale, to be totally truthful.
Yeah. No, they've granted plenty of opportunities.
Yuta McCulloch this time. They changed the kicker. Same effect as Alea waits underneath it. On the field is Ben Castles. Castle, his first run. I didn't see who he came on for, but just Jack Anderson. Jack Anderson's finds Airty. Airty once again allowed to control how quickly he plays the ball. They go Martin. Martin had Mercer and Sweeney outside of him, decided to go himself. Jonah Anderson onto Jack Anderson, the cousins. Held down long enough as Castle has his second run in this set. Hands in the air from referee Miles as we're on the last. It'll go to Jonah Anderson. He has plenty of time, puts it high. Up they go, and a nice take. Did very, very well. Fatu Lair. Did well, the winger.
Yeah. No, he went up above the pack and took it down beautifully. There was 3 chases.
Fatu Lair, yeah, he's been good. He's had 1 or 2 touches, but I'd like to see him get the ball in his hands a little bit more.
Well, I'm keen to see what they want to do with it this set, the Grange. They've had plenty of opportunities, as they will find touch, or look to find touch.
He finds a bit too. It's a good kick. The touch judge robs him of 5 metres. So right on halfway, the restart. It's an F-pass for Savulu. He plays it. Our man who's been busy, Kaysala. 30 out. And a penalty.
Yeah, Airty just pinned there far too long. Referee Miles says, got to get up a bit quicker than that.
You know what else he says, Finn? No muck in the ruck.
Another good touch finder.
So let's see what the Grange side can do. It's a short pass. Berryman takes it forward. Now Berryman's on the other side. Just check. Oh, it's a 16. My apologies. Gabriel it was.
That's a Yuta McCulloch.
Yuta McCulloch did well. He got to his feet quickly. Kate Sala just tries to roll her. Another penalty. Referee Miles calling the Erindale players offside. Plenty of chat here from the Grange College boys as they look to get their first points of this afternoon. Tepenia. Penny eventually gets it. If they move up quick, Martin really shot out of the line. Nora. He looked up, all he saw was the red, white and black as they use it. Here is our man on the wing. Can he get it down? I'll tell you what, he's done very, very well. Fatuleti, good finish.
Yeah, he didn't have much to work with there. It was even numbers on the short side. Gave him a little bit of early ball to see what he could do. He stepped just like a little goose step, wasn't it? And beat Sweeney to score in the corner. A great finish.
Shantai Fatuleti. And he's the guy, Finn, if you remember, who started it way back here on the 10 when he leapt high, took a good kick, and on the back of two or three penalties, marched this Grange College side upfield, and eventually they get their first points of the afternoon through their number 5, Shantai Fatuleti. Berryman will be taking the shot. Tough kick in front of the classic old Seaford Oval grandstand. There looks to be a few more changes for the Erindale side. He moves in. Well, he's got plenty on it,
yeah.
But it just stays to the left. And the score will stay. 18-4. 8:40 till the half-time break.
Well, it's promising for the Grange. You know, it's disappointing for Erindale. The mistakes and discipline's probably the one thing that's letting them down at the moment. Although they do lead, but notice just coming out of their own set, few mistakes and poor discipline on their line, and the Grange have finally executed and put something together.
Yeah, Peter Sauer makes his way on the field for Jack Anderson. Is our try score? Well, no, it wasn't. It was a good take. Well, he's a good run. Well, they keep it alive. They do indeed. And straight away, they're playing with this touchline, though. Danger, danger. No, they do well to keep it. As the ball was thrown back in for Saavula. He did well, didn't he, eventually?
Yeah, he's come down with a left knee injury there on the sideline. I don't know how they stayed in the field to play there. Very lucky they toyed with the sideline on tackle 0. They bring it back to the middle. There he is again, Case Sala, workhorse.
He's been good, Case Sala. Got a little bit of work for them. There's Berryman this time. Berryman, their first touch for Bale Sua. The fullback coming in. And all of a sudden, they look a bit more fluent, this Victorian team. As they charge it forward through Prescott. Out of dummy half, he's backed himself. It's a kick for himself. I tell you what, it's gone backwards. Referee's called from Gash.
Going for the one-on-one strip here. But Gash does well to hang on.
I tell you what, he might have just picked him up above the horizontal there. Unfortunately, he was doing it all well by himself.
Yeah.
And then his mates came in and just upset the apple cart a little bit, and that's what it looked like. As he got tipped up and down.
Tell you what, it was close to a knock-on from Gash, I thought. Miles said it came back. May have just come off the boot, but...
Always back the referee, Finn. What have I told you that? As Mercer does the F-Poss, he picks up Jonah Anderson, finds Ben Castles, charging to the middle of the field, 38 out. Cacciotti looks up. Peter Sound onto the field, he has his first run. He's wrestled, tries to be wrestled, still going. Good leg drive there from Soward. Cacciotti, Etty, gets it onto Castles. As he slipped, you can hear the crowd not happy. McKay Sala it was, but he slipped just on contact.
Yeah.
And the contact was high, penalty sufficient. The referee, Miles, is just going to have a little chat. Going to put him on report. So it'll be a penalty to Erindale. 6 minutes till the half-time break. They lead 18-4. Soward. A little bit of footwork at the line. They look set up quick. Alea wants a bit of damage here. He'll find Carr. Carr's got runners outside. Doesn't need them. He'll score in the corner. And Erindale lead 22-4.
Yeah, they looked short on that right edge there, Sully, as they just attacked. We saw the first time they played short. That was Ben McSpadden that went over untouched. This time, Allow, he took it to the line. He played out the back, and Regan Carr just did the rest. Too easy.
He had support outside of him, but once again, Carr, he likes to back his own ability.
Yeah. He's a strong boy. We've seen he's been out in the wing at Clubland for the Belconnen United Sharks. He made his first grade debut a few weeks ago here in the local competition, but he's also been a part of the Canberra Raiders junior and jersey flag side, so he's a talent and he's someone to watch.
SG Ball.
SG Ball, sorry.
Well, he scored the try. Now it's the toughest kick of the day for himself. He's had 3 from in front. They'll hold a commanding lead at half-time, Erindale, Finn, but I tell you what, it hasn't been all clean sailing. And just kicked from the sideline, he's gone dob. Popped it straight over. So 24-4 the score will be.
Beautiful kick.
Well, if you're going to score him out there and you're the goal kicker, you might as well try and kick him as well. So once again, the Grange boys will get things underway. Yuta McCulloch in the 15. And they won't want to leak any more points before the half-time break. As Gash takes it, finds Castle. Castle winds up. Cacciotti, he looks they go to that damaging left side. Alea finds Carr. Carr got runners outside of him. He says, Bip, I'm not going to need you, Mike, now. No, he doesn't. He doesn't use him. He gets up. Can he drag himself over? He can. And he's got a double within the space of 2 minutes.
What a try. What an individual effort. The Grange, just too flat off the kickoff. They allow 30 metres from Ben Castle off the kickoff and then straight away back to that left edge. They link up with that man Carr and he had some work to do once again. He beat about 3 or 4 blokes and scores a great individual try.
Yeah, well, Alea did well on the inside. He just attracted to the players with him. Gave Carr, as I said, Carr had plenty of support.
Didn't need it.
Just chose to go himself. Well, I think he did need it at one stage because he was tackled and then got up and bounced again. But you'd still like to see him use those teammates.
Yeah, he could have played inside there. You saw they tackled over the top and he just broke out of it. He still had 1 or 2 hanging off him when he reached out to put it down and he planted it. Great try. And he'll line up once again from practically the same spot.
Yeah, about half a metre in. We'll see if the radar's on this time. Moves in, gets it nice and high. Looks like it's swinging away to the right hand. And the flags are waved away. So 28-4. Minute and a half to half time. Erindale College holding a commanding lead.
Well, we said this about the Grange in their first game against Hallam about a month ago, and they came out, they led 10-0, and they looked promising early, and then they just dropped off. It seems to be a little bit of the same here. I know they didn't get to the lead, but they looked promising maybe 10 or 15 minutes ago, and they've just dropped off slightly now. You can just see the body language just seems to be lacking.
Yeah, well, those 2 late tries before half-time to Carr. That's been the key, as Auntie gets the pass off Gash. Once again, the ball's gone free. That's the 3rd time After scoring points, Erindale have made a mistake off the ruck. So can the Grange, can they grab some points before the half-time break? Gabriel tries to go through the middle. Castle meets him. Probably the wrong option there. The Sow was underneath as well. They fire a long pass, and all of a sudden, Mercer picks it up. It's a foot race. He's got Alea coming with him. He's going to hang on to it. Good option, 20 seconds to half time. They'll look to play it quickly. Sweeney's gone to dummy half. They're lining up on the left. They come back into the inside. Cacciotti ends up back with Mercer. He hasn't even caught his breath. And Mercer, he'll play 2 shots in a row as they go. Alea, he's got runners underneath. He finds Carr says, oh, he's wrapped up a metre away. Cacciotti, he'll go out of dummy half. Can he get the ball down? No, referee's pulled it back. He's called half time. What an exciting 30 seconds before the half-time break.
Regan Carr looked too certain to nearly have a hat-trick in just as many minutes, but just got tackled short and unfortunately beat the buzzer. Cacciotti could have went from dummy half, but referee Gage Miles calls half-time at 28-4. What a sequence of play there before half-time, but the Erindale boys, they lead, a healthy lead. So we still have half an hour left to play here, Sully.
Yeah, well, it all started with that first set of the game where Alex Sweeney, after a wonderful run from Mercer, ducks back, comes behind, finds Sweeney. Sweeney had to do a bit of work, and it all started from there. And as I said, I think Ash Barnes, the coach of the Erindale side, is marching down the stairs. He doesn't look that happy with that performance, Finn.
No, well,
and I agree with him.
They came up with far too many errors coming out of their own half. We saw 3 times there in that half where they let the ball down and granted the Grange an opportunity. Now, their goal line defence was quite strong, but it was more so probably the Grange were not as, weren't as good executing points, and their fifth tackle options were quite poor. So that's probably what let them down. But yeah, the Erindale College, although they have a good lead, there's definitely some things to address at half-time.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to the half-time break, and we'll be both back shortly for all the second half action.
On the Grange side, who were trying to get back into the game, but 30 minutes to go, still a long time.
There is a long time to go, and I think at the end of the day, it's a new half for both sides. As I said, I know people might look at the scoreboard, but I dare say, as I said just before the break, Erindale coach Ash Barnes would be a little bit disappointed with his side in some of the breakdowns, especially after scoring points, where they've dropped it 3 times from that set straight after points. So, and the same scenario with the Grange coaching staff. I think they're just saying to the boys, let's really compete in this last 30 minutes as referee Miles Grange blows things underway. It's gone straight between the legs. As Gabriel brings it up, he eventually gets to his feet. It's a flat pass. Some solid defence there. Ben Castle involved. Cacciotti. Oh, he didn't like the tackle. Kaysala, he got up and pushed Cacciotti away. The penalty. They're going to kick early. It's a nice kick too. Has plenty on it, but Gash just awaits, gets it nicely. The kick was from Denora. Gash skips, floats across field. It's a good tackle there from the 11 for Savalu.
Yeah, he had some good defence, edge defence for Savalu in the first half. We saw a good tackle down here on the right edge.
As Clutterbuck goes looking for a bit of work. Didn't get a lot of footy in the first half. Did the flyer from South Perth, and now Mercer beats one. They make easy yardage here as Jonah Anderson gets it. Ben Castle. Oh, he's swamped. On 4. They go to the right side. Jonah Anderson, he's got Martin, fires out. Mercer pops it up for Sweeney. Sweeney puts the kick through, but coming across and cleaning it up, Barley Sewer.
Compressed defence here from Erindale. They'll look to really make a statement here early. That was a great kick. Great eyes up from Sweeney to put it on the toe. It was cleaned up well by Barlow Suva. But offside. They've let themselves down there, the Erindale side. Just a bit too keen there to get up off their line.
Tenora again looking for a little bit of interest with the kick. Hasn't gone out. Interesting touch. Judge's flag goes in the air. That's a good kick. Oh, saying it was touched. Makes no difference at all. Instead of an F-boss, it's a play the ball.
They bring it in that touch closer to the middle of the field.
And the winger looks around and says, I'll do it here. He said, no, you've got to come in. So he brings it in now. Eventually. Oh, there's no rush there.
No.
The Utah McCulloch, or was that Gabriel? Sure, the number, it was Gabriel. Now, 25 out. The Grange College, can they be the first to score in this second half? Kaysala tries to roll straight over to penalty. Referee saying it was stripped. Soud and Cacciotti involved in the tackle. Denora, he wanted to take the quick tap. The referee Miles says, just wait a moment. Tukapua, he'll tap it. Gabriel charges onto it. Gets through the tackle of Soud. So now a wonderful opportunity. What do they got? They go back underneath. On tackle 2. A little bit flat, Finn.
Yeah, they need to look to move the ball wide here.
Kaysala, he just throws the dummy, tucks the ball under the arm and just goes himself out of dummy half. They tried slide. Tukapua. Kaysala fires a long pass out. Now they got a bit of more movement and straight into the hands. We haven't seen much of TJ Sivanila, but we have now as he scores the first points in the second half.
Oh, what a ball. What a try assist there from that man, Suliasi Prescott. We've talked about him pre-game and he hasn't seen a whole lot of ball out that right edge, but dragged in the winger and just popped up a beautiful pass on the chest. We saw a quick play the ball 2 plays earlier there from that man, Mao Casala, the lock forward, who's been really good in this opening first half, and he got that quick play the ball. It was sort of a dumb play there to go out of dummy half, but they eventually moved it wide, and yeah, they got the points. So great signs here early from the Grange.
Yeah, and TJ Sivanila, as we mentioned, he'll get the first points of the second half, and it is to the visitors from Victoria, the Grange College. And just see the Grange College captain, Eliza Tukapua, having a long chat with the referee, Finn. I don't think they're discussing what they're going to have after the game.
Yeah, not too sure there. I think Gage Miles has been, as we mentioned, he's an experienced referee, and he's been pretty fair this afternoon, I thought.
I've been very good. I'm not saying that. He was having a chatting about a few things that were going on. So, yeah. Far too late. Tough kick this side of the field. Moves in. Can he bring it around? It stays to the right. So conversion unsuccessful, 28-8.
I think the most important thing here, always after points, is getting their kick. They obviously trail a fair way on the scoreboard, but they got some probably for some poor discipline from the Erindale College there, getting a couple of fresh sets of 6 and moving the ball downfield, but they need to really look forward to getting their kick here. And that man, KC Tanoa, needs to put his team on his back here in this set and drive it downfield.
Tanoa now, he takes it after the kick-off from Gash. They haven't had this opportunity for a long time, Finn.
No. That's why I think it's just so important that they work the Erindale side over here. That's a great run.
Gabriel, been willing in this second half.
He's a big body.
Tepenia. It takes a while to get to his feet. Eventually plays the ball. Nice short pass there. Good tackle. Prescott was wrapped up. Castle. His minutes have been good. This time it goes high. Tenora. Sweeney awaits. Has an air swing. Goes straight through the bucket. Coming across. Gash has to work hard. They're saying, no, I think it's come. Well, I don't think Sweeney got a hand to it, but they're saying he did.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Oh, it was tough to tell. The touch judge is very adamant that he touched it. So I'll definitely back his decision being there on that touch line. It was a tough angle. I thought it may have just rolled dead, but I thought maybe the Grange player might have had a bit of an assist there and pushed him into it slightly, but touch judge has overruled the referee and said it'll be a goal line dropout. So Erindale will be forced to defend their line once again here early in the second half. It's a great kick. So we'll get us back underway.
Watching the bounce, that's the key there. Taking it eventually. Tafo'o slowly gets to his feet. Gets a face ball there. Gabriel still walking forward. Eventually they get him on his back. That's where they need to slow him down. Takapua, he looks up. Once again, charging onto it, Kaisala. Kasala out of dummy half. He sneaks to Tukapua. They go to the left. Bounces off the good tacking Castle. Coming across. A tackle that had to be made. It was. Ball's gone backwards, found the ground. What have they got now?
His last tackle.
Oh, dear me.
I thought 2 plays earlier there. The dummy half, Tukapua, just caught the markers offside when he went out of dummy half, but referee said he was square.
I think Nora thought he was going to score for all money, but it was a massive tackle from Castle.
Yeah, great covering defence there from the front rower. He has played big minutes, as you said.
Castle, he came on, didn't he? He came on as a replacement. They only had the one forward off their bench. As Fuega comes onto the field, they go now. Anderson looked to pop that pass, and he did, and it was forward. So Jack Anderson, on halfway, pops a forward pass to Alea, and it's pulled up. Well, the referee was Johnny on the spot.
Well, Alea gave himself up, didn't he? He didn't continue playing. He even knew it was forward. So he made the decision for the referee quite easy, but it was a great offload. Just a shame that Alea was just in front of him. But an easy call for the referee, and another incomplete set coming out of their half for Erindale. Disappointing.
Savalu, he feeds it and just puts his head down. Just the Grange player and tries to drive forward. It was the fullback, the Uti McCulloch. On 2.
Fresh legs on the field. Mason for now.
Kaisala. And drives forward another 12 metres. They look to go to this short side. Pasavalu. I'd like to just see them a little bit deeper and just really drive it. Might be a referee's going to say, you want to keep wrestling? And Regan Carr made the mistake there from the big rangy number 11 for the Grange College.
Yeah, I think you're right, Sully. They just do need to get that touch deeper. They are spreading the ball wide, but just not getting any real urgency running onto the ball. It's just they're just looking a little bit flat here. The Grange side, they've had the majority of the ball the opening 10 minutes of this second half, but Erindale really need to. It's really important that they look to get to their kick here. So they've done a lot of defence here early in the second half. So Martin will just hit it up, quick play the ball. Cacciotti jumps out.
Yeah, he finds Martin now coming back into the middle. He gets it over halfway, and that's the difference. Just that depth and running the ball.
I'll go the short side, Mercer. He's tackled well there. They pick up another easy 10 metres, 30 metres out here now.
As Cacciotti picks it up, passes Jonah Anderson, long pass, Alea, short pass for McSpadden.
Oh, great shot.
I could tell in your voice you like that one, Finn. They go back to the right. Jonah Anderson, he looks around, he says, what? So he finds Swager. McCorfin onto the field for his first touch. Anderson has Mercer. Good tackle. He pops it up. Sweeney, he bobbles it. Pass went forward.
Great tackle around the legs there. We've seen Mercer and Carr, the two left and right centres for Erindale, early ball and have just been way too hard to handle, but got up there early, forced the error, and that's great defence there on the edge there for the Grange to shut down Mercer early and force the error. So they hold on.
Far too late it was. It was a good tackle. There's nothing better, Finn. You still can't beat the round the legs tackle.
No, they can't run without legs, Sully.
No, well, you can try.
There's a perfect tackle around the legs.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that from Sweeney. Mercer, sorry. Well, a solid game for the Erindale College as Max Mercer in the number 4 position.
That man Prescott, I think he just needs to look to get his hands on the ball a little bit more. He's been quiet.
He's been very quiet. Here's a midfield bomb. It'll find the grass. The bounce of it, it just goes into touch as it went back over Sweeney's head.
It's been quite an even second period.
I think they're saying this has been touched. I think this will be a Grange ball, Finn. Touch judge is saying it was touched.
It was Sweeney out on that edge. He hasn't looked comfortable after the last couple of bombs. It's been good midfield kicks.
For now, back on the field in the 8. I don't think that might be his first time on the field. I don't think I've seen him for now.
No, he just came on.
Tukapua, he rolls around, coming in at Barlow Sewer, gets it on. Far too late there. Over the far side of the field here at Seaford for now.
Another flat pass.
Well, even you look at them now, they just need to get the arrowhead a little bit deeper. It's a penalty, another penalty to the Grange College side. They trail 28-8 and still plenty of minutes left in this Peter Mulholland Cup round 2 Pool B clash. Fuata, he gets to his feet. They'll look for their man, Kaysala. He deserves a try. He can't get over. He's tackled a metre away. They'll look for a long pass. They can't get it. Can he spin around? It was the halfback to Norton. So he'll go back. He went himself as well. He had runners outside. Chose not to use.
Yeah, good tackle around the ball there. He probably should have played wide.
Sam Gash, was it? The fullback, I think it was. Once again, you can throw a blanket over this Grange College attack. Eventually. Vasavalu, what's the ball's on the ground, bouncing around. I tell you what, I think TJ Sevanilla has got the points and referee Miles points to the spot.
Well, they're happy about that one, the Grange. They probably got away with one there. It should have been cleaned up and hit dead, but a poor error from the back, covering from Erindale, and they give up points again down this right edge. Tell you what, we have a ball game on our hands now, Sully. Still plenty of time left in this contest.
Well, 100% there is, and Stephen Neela, he grabs a double. I tell you what, goal kicking would have been handy for this Grange side if they converted all their points.
Yeah. 3 tries with no conversions as of yet. They've both gone close. They're just waved away, but I think for the Grange, if they can look to move the ball, as we said, if they can just get a little bit deeper and run onto it, they could be really damaging down their edges. It's probably more worrying signs for Erindale. 3 tries, two to this second half.
2 in this second half, as you say. Far too late.
It's an important kick, this one.
He moves in. We've got a good view of it. He keeps it low, but keeps it to the right once again. So flags are waved away. 28-12. 13 left.
Still trailed by 3 tries. But plenty of time left, as you said. And I think the key, this Prescott, Suliasi Prescott, when he can get his hands on the ball, I think that's the key. They need to really just look to get it out to their edges. And just give him a bit more time. They're just a bit too flat.
You've got the blowtorch on him for the remaining 13 minutes of this game. Prescott is Williamson's blowtorch as Gash gets things underway. Again, takes him tied nicely to Norta. Finds one of his bigger forwards. He charges. It takes a while to get to his feet too. Oh, dear oh me, this could be damaging. It's Sala. You got hurt, and the tackle was not a problem tackle. It looks like maybe it's a leg.
He's definitely been their best today. For me, Sully, I think his work rate, his defence, and with the ball has been outstanding in a losing effort. You can see he's getting to his feet. He looks to be maybe okay. Maybe just a burner there. Looks like he'll stay on.
Yep, burner on the knee as he gets to his feet. On tackle 1. The Grange side be looking for a good set. Afuata, it was. Beauty McCulloch. Sala again. Just checking that leg out and gets a penalty. A double tackle as he tried to get to his feet quickly. Jack Anderson, Max Mercer penalised. And once again, the Erindale defence will be put under a lot of pressure. As the Grange College, they look at the time clock. 12 minutes left. Now, they trailed 28-4 at half time. As you say, they haven't converted a try yet. Prescott. You want to see him get his hands on the ball a little bit more. It's a nice ball movement then. Taufua. Tukapua into the dummy half once again. Fuata. Been one out start, but they start to use it now. Just floating around the green-headed. Tonoa, the captain of this Grange side. He's pushed backwards. He'll look to play it now on 4. They go back to the middle again. Iuta, McCulloch.
Great tackle.
Good tackle there from Mercer. On the last now. What are they going to get? It's a kick. It's gone. Tell you what, it's gone to someone sitting in the grandstand. He's kicked it that hard.
Yeah, too much Weet-Bix this morning.
For Savulu, as Gash takes a quick tap. They haven't seen a lot of the Steeden in the last few minutes, this Erindale side.
No, they haven't. And, it's probably no one else's fault but themselves. They've just really let themselves down here in the second half, and they've sort of let the Grange back into the contest. Time's not their friend, but they really need to look to just getting back to completing their set.
Alea ducked out a dummy half. He sounds Fuega. Anderson fires a long pass. It's been dropped, though. And another mistake, a knock on.
Gee, I don't know if they've completed a set this half, Sully. Once again.
That was 17, Will O'Malley, who's made his way onto the field for Erindale.
Just poor ball security. Worked for him in the first half, but it's a different Grange side in the second half. It just looked to be a bit more lively.
Well, they've had a lot of ball, and they've been able to use the ball, and they've slowly got into their stride. It's taken them a while. And this time, once again, the dangerous Fa'a Sabolu. He's been good, the 11.
Yeah, just a couple of little errors. A kick there that gave away a 7-tackle set, but they defended well, the Grange, and they'll find themselves on the attack again.
Prescott gets to his feet. No, they're going to say it's a mistake and to play the ball from Prescott. Referee Miles had a little bit of help from his friend on the touchline.
Yeah, disappointing there. Still 10 minutes to go, but as I said, time's not on their side now. It's a shame they missed all 3 conversions. Still trailed by 16 points. Just over 9 minutes remaining.
Scrummel set, 60 away from the Erindale's try line, which they haven't found in this second half. Alea will feed it. Picked up at the back. McCaw, and he'll find Gash. Gash just floating across the field. Decides to take the tackle right on halfway. McCaw a dummy half, finds Swager. Swager spins out of one. They get him on his back. They go back to the right side. Jonah Anderson. Jonah Anderson, short pass there for O'Malley. O'Malley swinging around. He's wrapped up eventually. Shame he couldn't get it on. He had Martin outside of him. Jonah Anderson this time. On to Jack Anderson. On to Swager, having another run in this set. He spins out of another tackle. McCaw goes to dummy half. They go to the short side. Alea. He dummied to Mercer. Spins out of one. Back inside, finds Jack Anderson. Jack Anderson will go himself. Can he spin around and get it away? No, he can't on the last tackle. McCaw goes to dummy half. He looks up. He pops the ball out to Mercer. I'm not sure. It found the ground. Mercer looks up. Finds Carr charging onto it. And he'll get 3. He did well there, Max Mercer. He keeps the ball alive. He went back. He had to do a lot of work. He spun. But what he found was a charging Regan Carr.
Well, both centres linking up there. We mentioned Carr being damaging with the ball in his hands and wasn't much doing on that tackle. The ball popped up and went to ground. Mercer did well to get to his feet. He stepped off his right, linked back up with his opposite centre, and he did the rest. Beat 2 and planted the ball down for a hat-trick. Great try from Erindale. And their first of the second half.
It is their first of the second half. I think Max Mercer's, he's a little bit of a Mr. Fix-It in this side. He plays where he's put. I'm pretty sure he's moved from right centre. He might even be in the forwards now, the 4. So that's probably why we thought they linked up together. But he created space, and as you say, Carr charging onto it. Vroom, vroom. Hard to stop. It's hard to stop a car charging onto anything, Finn.
That's right. And he'll look to convert his own try.
Oh, he's not going to this time.
He looks to curl him back when he kicks it. But that one, he just shaped it a little bit too far to the left. And had a bit more on it. So it waves away, but 32-12. And that'll all but do it now for Erindale. But
well, there's still 6 minutes left, young man.
Well, we'll see.
So Pool B, Game 3, Round 3. 3rd of August, it'll be Mulholland College taking on Erindale College. I believe that game's down in Victoria. And then the following day, on the Thursday, the Grange College take on Illawarra. That one too in Victoria. As Sweeney takes it on the full. Looks across, finds Swager. Swager, the big front rower, running some yards. Picked up some metres there.
He's been good this afternoon. Swager. Saw him set up a try early with his footwork and offloaders. Here's another break. Anderson.
Yeah, Jack Anderson. McCaw He decides to have a little bit of a scoot out of dummy half, and I tell you what, Tenora gives him a what's for lunch. Happened. Wasn't that a hit?
Oh, massive hit as Anderson puts it on the toe. And they're back to clean him up and put him in goals. What a tackle from Tanoa. But the half, Jonah Anderson takes over on the following tackle, puts a great kick through to force a repeat set.
Well, McCaughan looked up. I think he thought he was through. Then the number 7 in the green headgear, KC Tornoa, says, whack.
He had a bit of Chris Sandow about him. He jumped up in the air after he pulled the shot off.
And now we've gone the short kick-off. I'm not sure if it was meant to be the short kick-off, but Jack Anderson from Erindale's taking it on the full. So they'll set up looking for more points. They haven't scored a lot in this second half, just 4. Alea throws a nice pass out for Carr, and Carr grabs 4 and brings it around. Room. That was all too simple there for Erindale, and Alea just put him through a nice hole.
Yeah, Alea's looked good on this left edge. The way he's been able to, back himself off the quick play the ball, skip across and just hold up the defence. But when you've got a Ferrari outside you, is it a Ferrari?
Look, it can be whatever you want, Finn.
4 tries for Regan Carr, and what a great individual performance today from him, the left centre.
Yeah, and the two tries in this second half have been some good lead-up work from men inside of him, but he's run some nice lines.
Well, while we talk about men inside him, let's give Svager a rap for his run off the kickoff.
Yep.
He was the one that got their set underway.
Then he set up a nice try in the first half by keeping the ball alive. As well as Svager, who's about to hit the ground.
Front rowers, they don't always score the tries. They always lay the platform, and he's been great today. The Carr from basically the same spot as his last try. He'll look to convert again.
This time he swung it around right between the posts. The referee puts his hand in the air, and it's 38 points to 12. 3 minutes left. And after it was 28... I've got, it's 42. You got 42?
Yeah.
No, 38-12. They've only scored 2 tries in this second half, 1 converted. So it was 28-4 half time.
Yep. 38. 2.5 to go. Grange is a deep kick-off. They let it bounce. It's going to go dead.
Oh, it has gone dead. A mistake in the proceedings amongst the players, and Clutterbuck, unfortunately, the bounce has beat him.
The Grange might look to improve the for and against here. Try and score a late try. As I said, they've been up in the ACT or Queanbeyan for the past couple of days in a camp leading up to this clash. So they'll be back down to Victoria tomorrow. I'll look to get another try. I thought they've been pretty good this second half.
Yeah, they have. As Gash gets it out to the 30, taken on the full by Berryman. He turns around and charging onto it for now. To Penia. He just tucks it under the arm and drives forward. O'Malley did well. They go again, and O'Malley, well, they get out of this time. It's Gabriel. Gabriel's still going. He's only a metre away. Can they get a consolation try? The Grange, well, they go the short side. Far too late. He's wrapped up. The far side of Seaford Oval, underneath the famous scoreboard. Right across the face, the kick, and Alea says, I'll take it, but he's dropped it in the proceedings. The ball was knocked out of his hand. It'll be 6 to go for the Grange. They want to quick play the ball. Out of dummy half goes to Noah. Has he got it down? He certainly has. Referee Miles points to the spot, and KC Tanoa hasn't had a bad game and gets a well-deserved 4 points.
Well, he's looked damaging a number of times here.
A little bit of concern here for...
Alea.
Yeah, the Erindale College, Ethan Alea. A bit concerned for a leg. After he took the kick and brought it out when he was tackled. He's up to his feet now. When he was tackled, the ball was dislodged, and KC Tonoa says, "I'm going to have a crack here," and he did well.
He's looked close a number of times and just been tackled short. Credit to the Erindale goal line defence. There's their one conversion of the afternoon. Couldn't have missed that one.
Berryman goes, "Bang, I'm taking it." He says, "I've done plenty of kickoffs today. I want to have a shot for goal."
Well, he got it. And it'll be 38-18 with just 30 seconds remaining. Erindale don't look any keen to really get us back underway here.
No, they'll be more than happy just to wind the clock down after they led 28-4 at half time. And it took a long time in the second half for them to get their first points. As the Grange College grabbed a couple of tries early in that second half.
What can they do here? Final play.
Not much. As the siren sounds, and that'll do. Referee Miles will blow the full-time whistle. And that's full-time in the Peter Mulholland Cup. Pool B, round 2 clash here. Live from Seafort Oval. In a game which has seen Erindale College run out winners 38 points to 18. Highlight.